welcome back with yours in demonicness, Hellfire. Now welcome to the start of a new series called Redstone Contraptions. In this series I am joined by my brother Tim,
Hello.
Wait, where are you?
Hello.
Oh, you're there, right. Well, great start, because we've been doing so well with those today. So today we are showing you how to create a sorting machine in the world of Minecraft in 1.8.4. We think this version should, with how we've made it, it should work in later versions of Minecraft as well. And we think it works in earlier versions of Minecraft, but we've not tested it before the 1.8.1 update, but I don't see why it shouldn't work in them. So here it is, the sorter. You've got your bit chest here where you dump all your resources that you want sorting, and these different segments. So this sorter's set up to sort out the different materials that you get after you've been mining. So iron ore, gold ore, coal, redstone, lapis, and diamond. And this just takes any crap that's not in there. So as you can see, there's 6 different segments, one for each resource. Each segment is identical to all the rest. The only difference being is they sort out different resources. So starting from the top, just your basic little transport here. You've got a chest where you dump everything in. Hopper takes them out, and every time the cart comes round, it takes one item from the hopper. So this isn't the fastest sorting machine out there. You can put extra mine carts on this track if you want to speed it up, but for the sake of simplicity, we're just going to have the one for now to show you. Plus, the more minecarts you have here, the more likely they are to crash into each other, and it would wreck your system. So, a minecart takes it out, takes whatever resource it is. So, say it was iron, it had iron ore in there, it'll come to this hopper. Now, this hopper has stone and iron in it, so this stone is just as a buffer, and I'll explain that in a minute. So this means that the only items this hopper can take are iron ore and stone. Now, I would honestly suggest that in your sorting machine, the buffer items you use are items that aren't likely to be sorted. So maybe like a half-used pick or something like that would be good. But we've just used stone here. So anyway, because it's got iron and stone in, it can't take any resources but those blocks. So it comes along, and this hopper takes out any iron that may be in that chest cart. Now there's 22 items in that hopper at the moment. This comparator measures how many items are in the hopper and outputs a redstone signal dependent on how many items are in the hopper. So the more items in the hopper, the stronger the signal output. So at 22 items, it's not quite outputting a strong enough signal to reach this repeater. At 23, it outputs a slightly stronger signal, which is strong enough to hit the repeater, which then flips this switch. So this turns off, it allows this torch to turn on, and then this power rail activates, allowing the minecart to roll up to here. It gets whatever item is in the top left, or well, just the left of this hopper, which would be the second piece of iron. It would collect it back, put it back, and get stopped here, because there'll then be 22 items in this hopper, which then flips all this off, turning this power rail off again. So this comes back with its second piece of iron ore, and it goes in this chest. So just as an example, if I throw a load of iron ore in there, flips over, and the cart goes and gets the resources. It stops when you've got one left in there. So you will need, when you're sorting out these items, you'll need 2 of each. One to go in your hopper, and you'll find one will always stay in this minecart while it's not activated. So it's not too expensive. It means you're not having to use loads of items just as a buffer or anything. And there we go. So all these segments work in an identical way to this one. They just work with the different resources. So coal, gold over there, redstone, lapis, and diamonds. Tim is building a single section over there, which we will explain in a minute. But if I just put all of them in, so the coal's gone in first, so that means the hopper's going to get the coal first, meaning the first item that this minecart will take will be the coal. So it comes along here, and the minecart with chest brings the coal across to whichever one of these is coal. Is it this one? No, it's this one. So set it back to date. So yeah, pick up on the trailer port. Takes the coal out. The coal can't go in any of these hoppers because they're already full of different items. So it comes to this hopper. Coal comes into this hopper. Comparator flicks the switch, and as you just saw, the chest cart goes and gets the single piece of coal. Now we move on to the whole speed up of it. Like I said, you can have multiple minecarts with chests. So if I just put one on now, in theory they should never collide because they're always... Oh, Tim's put another one on. In theory, these 3 should never collide because they're always travelling at the same speed. But if they were to collide, it would mess up your system. So if you want maximum reliability, I would stick with the single cart, but you can speed it up by adding multiple carts on there. As you can see, it's working much faster now. So yeah, lots of coal going into there. Now, in terms of how expensive this system is to build, it's actually fairly cheap.
If you look over here, here's a system just for one sorting, and it's not actually got a lot in it.
Yeah, so here's a single one. So say you've got a chest, it's having loads of stuff being dumped into it, but you want, I don't know, just the cobble taken out of it. Then you can, or in this case, Tim set up as diamonds. You just want the diamonds taken out of it. You've got your comparator. You've got a repeater. 3 torches, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bits of redstone, and 2 powered track, and 3 bits of track here, and a minecart with chest. The rest of it is just building blocks. So here it's stone, but you could use cobblestone, you could use dirt, you can use whatever you want for that. So, and this segment will sort out just one item. So it's easily expandable. You've just stopped the system by stopping these minecarts. You just break off this edge here, and then you just add extra segments, expanding it out. Now, if you didn't want it to be a long line, you could just loop it around and add extra segments on this side as well. So, Tim, if you could build another segment over here just to help show the people at home how to build this.
That'll take a minute.
So Tim's going to start building a fresh segment, and as he builds it, I'll walk you through it. So now we're just going to assume that you can all build this top part, because this top part's not difficult. It's just a chest, a hopper, and minecart wanders down past it. So you all should be able to build that. So Tim's building a simulation of the top part here. So you need a hopper below one of the bits of track. That'll be the part that takes out the items. Then you need a block round the back to place your comparator. Tim. Tim.
Yes.
Tim. I don't know why I asked you to build it. You brought it too low too soon.
It's exactly what I've done with this segment.
No, never mind. Anyway, so once you've got your comparator, go on, keep building, Tim. Keep building. So you've got your comparator. You need 2 bits of redstone. You can do it with more redstone. You can make this longer if you wanted to have more items. However, then you need more items to act as your buffer in your hopper. So the less redstone you can use, the better. You probably could do it with just 1, but I don't know how many items you'd use off the top of my head.
It's not possible, because then you'd only be able to have 1 item in the hopper and it could go in any slot.
Ah, there you go. So it's not possible with 1. So you've got to have 2, which is what I would recommend anyway. Anyway, so then it comes to a repeater. You don't want it to go straight to the torch, because if the circuitry moves too quickly, then the chest will start move about too soon before it can register how many items are in the hopper. So you must have this repeater just to slow the system down just a little bit. And then after your repeater, have a redstone torch. So this will flick it on and off. The reason we've got 2 torches is because if you try have a trail of redstone lead to the powered rail, then it turns the hopper on and off as well, which disrupts the system, stops it from working. So you must have 2 torches. This one will toggle on and off, and that will toggle this torch on and off, and this is the one that actually powers your powered rail. Now, here you can see Tim's building the track. You must have your powered rail at a slant, because it acts as a braking system as well as a power system, and you must have a block here. So the minecart will come up, it'll hit this block here, and then gravity will start pulling it down, and the powered rail will push it the rest of the way. Here would be a better example. If you just had the minecart on it like that and it was flat, then it wouldn't move, because powered rails won't move minecarts unless they already have a movement. So Tim's showing here, as you can see, no movement. As soon as you push it, it moves. But that's because powered rails they can only add to a force, they can't make a force that's not there. Which is why, that's why it must be a slant like that, so that gravity will add a small force pulling it down, and then the powered rail takes over, giving it the force it needs to get back up there. So here you have the hopper. This will take the items out of the minecart, and not quite sure why Tim's put a block of stone there. It needs to be a chest. So the hopper takes stuff out of the minecart and puts it in the chest. So this is where your sorted items will end up being at the end of being sorted. So now you just need to set up
the loop.
Fair enough, Tim's setting up the loop. For the segment, you just need to put down a redstone torch here. So this powered rail can always be on, just leave it on all the time. This one, like I said, You just need a comparator, 2 torches, a repeater, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks of redstone. Set up like this, and that'll count how many items are in the hopper, and only allow the minecart to take items from the hopper where it reaches a certain number. Then you need to set the hopper up yourself. So say we want this hopper to sort out iron ore. So just grab a load of iron, grab stone for the buffer. Now you must make sure that the item you want to sort is on the left of the hopper. You can't have it there or in the middle or to the right, because the minecart will always take the item that's on the left first. So if it's over here, it'll start taking your buffer items first, which will be no good. You've got to have the item you want sorting on the left. So I have one of that. This system is set up so that at 22 items, the minecart won't move. But as soon as it hits 23 items, it will go and take an item from the hopper. So we've got 1 item here, and we want 21 items in here. Ooh, so we need 1 more. So these act as your buffer. It stops your minecart along here from dropping anything you don't want. So it stops it dropping your gold or your diamonds or anything like that. And it also acts as added items to the hopper. You could just have 1 stone in each of here, but then you'd need to have like 18 iron ore to act as a buffer, and that would be a waste of your iron. So once it's like that, your system, this segment is set up to go. So we've got diamonds here, and we've got iron here. Tim, you did check this system works fine, didn't you?
I think so.
Right. So if we just put minecart there, and we put in some iron and some diamonds into this chest, set that off, hopper starts filling with diamonds. This minecart ooh, that's not what I meant to do. This hopper takes the diamonds, drops them off at this hopper. Minecart takes diamonds, sticks them in a chest, and then just say they sorted out all the diamonds, starts taking the iron instead. Takes iron. Iron can't go in this hopper because there's no iron in it and all the slots are full. So it then keeps the iron in its inventory until it gets to this hopper. Iron can get in this hopper, goes in, there's 23 items in there, sets off, turns this power rail on, minecart goes over, takes all the iron, comes back, there's only 22 items in there, turning the power rail off, meaning the minecart can't move again, and it drops the items in the chest here. So we left this one running with, what was it, about a stack of each item, Tim?
I think so.
So is it done yet?
No.
No, it's still going. This is what we mean by it is a bit of a slow system.
However, it can be improved. As you can see, these carts haven't got any closer to each other whatsoever as they've gone around. So if you wanted, you could add a few more like that, and the bigger the system, the more carts you can have on it safely. So
yeah, like we said, you can add more carts. In theory, there shouldn't be any collisions, but the more carts you add, the more chance there is. So it comes down to whether you want speed or reliability. Also, the more carts you add, the more difficult it becomes to add extra carts without interrupting one of them. It also becomes harder to turn the system off for expansion. So anyway, let's see how it's doing. So none of the iron has been sorted yet. Hang on, let's see where it has been sorting out. So iron and gold and redstone have yet to be sorted, but lapis is just about done. and that means that diamonds should be sorted out. So if we come over here, we've got a full stack of diamonds, and we should have, yep, we've nearly got a full stack of lapis in here. Now, it doesn't, say this hopper got full of lapis, that wouldn't matter, or, well, it wouldn't matter too much. It means that you'd end up with a bit of overflow lapis in here. But if you weren't to have this, because all that was going in your sorting system was the materials that you mined, then the lapis would just keep looping round the top track until there was space in this hopper for it to go in. So, as you can see, it's quite a robust system. There's very little that can go wrong once it's set up. Reliable, robust, not too expensive.
Quite large.
Quite large, admittedly. You could try to make it smaller. Me and Tim have we've left it a little bit bigger so that it's a bit clearer to see what does what. But other than that, fairly easy to set up, fairly cheap. I mean, this whole system for all of this probably takes what? How many power rails would you say we've got, Tim?
About 20.
20. So that's probably about 18 gold. We've probably got about a stack of normal rails here, which is
24 iron. So
24 iron.
Those resources, it's quite cheap. And even redstone, which it uses a bit more of. Redstone, we've probably only got about 2 stacks here.
Yeah. The most expensive part would probably be the minecarts themselves, because when you start adding on a lot of expansions, then obviously you're going to start using a lot more iron. So smaller systems are quite cheap. The biggest pain in the backside, though, is that if I remember rightly, comparators need nether quartz. So to build this, you do, in survival mode that is, you would need to go to nether and get a load of nether quartz. So I believe that is it. So, like I said, this is how to build a sorter in 1.8.4 Minecraft. We've shown you what it does, we've explained how it works, and we've shown you how to build your own little segments. And like we said, you could quite easily turn this into one of these, and you could keep on expanding it as much as you want. The more you expand it, the slower it's going to get. But like Tim said, you can add more minecarts, and that shouldn't cause a problem. So,
don't quote him on that.
So, if you need a hand with building these, or you've given it a go and it's not quite working properly, let us know in the comments and we'll help you out however we can. Anything you want to finish up on saying, Tim?
No. Not really.
For a moment, I thought you were going to talk about the 2 hours or so it's taken us to actually finish this morning.
Well, all of them were your fault. Literally.
Yeah. Okay, so this is actually like our third attempt of trying to record this, because we knew
John
how
kept making stupid mistakes.
Yeah, we knew how to build it, just I kept messing up. Like, I forgot to put some redstone torches to activate power rail, or I'd missed a bit of redstone here. Just easy, stupid mistakes that were just holding us up, really. So, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope it's helped you out. We're going to continue this series. We're going to show you how to build a few other things as well.
If you have any suggestions, anything you want us to build, we're open to ideas.
Oh, yeah.
We can build things, but thinking of what to build is where we sort of are a bit crap.
Yeah. For me and Tim, we're less of like the redstone wizards of building like elevators and stuff like that, which, don't get me wrong, they're brilliant, but we're more the practical problems. So things like you need item sorting, we can do that. You want automatic food, we can help you out. The next video we'll be doing will probably be showing you how to make our automatic chicken farm, which basically a push of a button, it'll kill and cook a load of chickens for you. So, thanks for watching. See you next time. Hope you enjoy the series. Hellfire out. You're a dick. Are you now going to teleport me? Go away. Oh, now that is overdone. Okay, guys, I see you later before this. I knew you were going to end it on something like that. Thanks a bunch. Anyway, I'll see you later, guys. Thanks for watching. Hellfire out. Bollocks.